Hi everyone, this is Venkateshakasi Lohit Rahul and my teammate Soumya Kolipura. And today we are going to explain about the topic called distributed databases and Hbase. Uh, First, I'll go through the distributed database. Distributed database. Actually, the distributed database is formed by multiple files located across different locations, connected either through a network or independently. The database is divided among various physical locations for storage and processing involving multiple database. In simpler words, a distributed database is like having puzzle pieces in different places. Each piece holds information and connects through network. And when a query is executed in distributed database, multiple sites across various data centers work together to locate and provide these response. For instance, when we search for a product on the Amazon website or Amazon app, our request don't go to the single server. Instead, it is handled by the distributed database system. This system stores product information and user data, inventory details, and more across multiple servers and distributed worldwide. As we browse, the distributed database swiftly retrieves information from various modes, ensuring quick access to the product details, availability, reviews, and recommendations. And next, we go through with the this is the architecture of the distributed database. Here we can see there are multiple databases and they are connected through a single network. And similarly, like I explained, when for example, in Instagram, the user's data is stored in the different databases. But when we search it, we'll get the data. But whether it will be coming from which data, we don't know. But as there are several databases, so it will be coming like that. And distributed database is divided into two databases, homogeneous database and heterogeneous database. First of all, I'll go through with the homogeneous database. A homogeneous database refers to the setup where all the database instances or nodes share the same database management system and have identical configurations. And in this homogeneous database, you can see that the identical software, the what we can say is all sites are having identical database software, and each site is aware of each other, and they cooperate with other sites like exchanging information and transacts and about transaction processing possible across multiple sites and appears as a single system. You can tell it as when the user process the query, it will be appearing as a single system. Uh, Now we'll go with the heterogeneous database. A heterogeneous database setup refers to the scenario where different instances or nodes utilizes various types of data management system or having a diverse configurations and data formats. Here we can see the query processing schema is different in the heterogeneous database. Here we can say it as it will be having different schemas and different databases softwares that are divided and installed in different sets. These difference in the schema may cause a problem in the process transaction. And here the sites are not aware of each other. And I would like to tell you an example for the homogeneous database. If we have a distributed system where all nodes use MySQL, their underlying DBMS and store data and the store data in the structured manner with consistent schemas across all nodes. It represents homogeneous database setup. When we come to the heterogeneous database, for example, in a distributed system, one node might be using MySQL, another might be using Mongo database, and yet another might use Cassandra. Each of these nodes could store data in different formats and have varied underlying storage mechanisms. Next, we go through with the fundamental features of the distributed database. First, we'll go with the data replication. Data replication means like when a relation or part of it is duplicated and stored across two or more sites, then it is referred to as replication. And fully replicated. This means if a relation is stored in every single location, it is termed as fully replicated. Uh, like we can tell it as imagine having a complete collection of books in different libraries. Each library has all the books, So if one library loses some book, you can still find the same book in the other library. Similarly, in a fully redundant database, if one location has problem or loses some data, in other places have the same complete set of information, ensuring that the data is always available somewhere. And next we'll go through the data transparency. Data transparency is nothing but the level in which system user can remain uninformed about the detailed storage locations and mechanisms of data items within the distributed system is termed as a data transparency. It's like generally we'll use a Google search engine. When we search for anything in the Google, it will give us the correct information. But how the information is formed, that and all we won't be knowing, and it is not needed. Now my teammate Soumya will be explaining you about the Hbase.
Hi, I'm Soumya. Now let's talk about Hbase. Hbase is a database management system designed in 2007 by PowerSet, a Microsoft company. It rests on the top of HDFS and enables real-time analysis of data. Why HBase, not HDFS? HDFS can also store, process, and manage a large amount of data efficiently. However, it only process in the sequential manner. That is, we need someone to insert data to perform simple tasks. So, as a solution, HBase comes into the way. HBase provides access real data to read or write without any sequential process. It can store huge amount of data for extremely fast read and write. It mostly used in scenarios like which need regular and consistent inserting and overwriting. HBase is a type of non-SQL database and it is classified as a key value store. HBase architecture. HBase only contains three components: HMaster, Region Server, and Zookeeper. HBase has two nodes. One is HMaster and Region Server. HMaster can only run can only run at once. That is, like only HMaster can be run at a time, whereas Region Server can be run one or more at a time. And the high availability of HMaster nodes is maintained by Zookeeper. HMaster is a cluster operating system which makes sure of assigning, balancing load, and splitting, whereas region server works as a host tables and perform read write data operations. The HMaster defects the status of regional server and assign regions to it, and region master will read and write the operations. Client can communicate with the region server in order to read and write the data. A region is a HBase in that subset of tables. It is a subset of tables and rows. Uh, this region server will always be in sync with the HMaster, and Zookeeper will make sure that HMaster and region server will always be in the sync. Let's see the difference between HDFS versus HBase. HDFS typically involves high latency operation, whereas HBase specifies in offering low latency access and within the data sets. HDFS facilitates write once, read many functionality, whereas HBase supports random write and random read operation. HBase offers accessibility through various interfaces like shell components, Java API, etc. Whereas HDFS is primary accessed or predominantly utilized within MapReduce jobs. As a conclusion, the evolution of distributed database and the emergence of HBase represents huge in data management and storage system. Distributed database is is where with the capacity to store, manage, and across the multiple nodes and location offers unpredictable advantages in terms of scalability, fault tolerance, and performance. This empowers organizations to handle vast volume of data efficiently and ensures high quality. Thank you.